What the herd hates most is a person who thinks differently. It is not their opinion that they hate, but rather the audacity of this individual to have the courage to think for themselves and be different. With these powerful words, the German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer confronts us with one of the deepest human dilemmas. Why is intellectual freedom not just rejected as a mistake, but met with hostility as a betrayal of the group's unwritten rules? And why does society become so enraged when a single individual decides to see with their own eyes, not through the eyes of others? Welcome to a journey into the psychology of the herd. Before we begin, if you're someone who seeks truth outside of conventional boxes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Your presence here means you've chosen to think, not just to follow. The truth itself doesn't provoke the herd's anger. What enrages them is that someone dares to possess it alone. The group doesn't actually seek truth, it seeks a counterfeit harmony. Socrates wasn't executed because he was wrong, but because his questions exposed the fragility of the city's certainties. Nietzsche described the free spirit as the ultimate crime in the eyes of the herd because it threatens the very foundations of their shared existence. The herd needs the constant reassurance that comes from everyone chanting, "We all think the same thing," but why this intense hatred? The sociologist Emil Durkheim believed that society creates a collective consciousness that views any outlier as a deviant threatening social cohesion. Freud, on the other hand, argued that we hate in others what we're afraid to face in ourselves. The herd hates being reminded by a single individual that thinking outside the established norms is possible. So, they smash the mirror rather than face their own reflection. Think about it. Galileo and Giordano Bruno weren't persecuted because their science was flawed, but because their audacity threatened the entire ecclesiastical power structure. We see this same struggle in art and literature. Dostoevsky's novels show how institutions fear the courage of people to use their minds without a guardian. Van Gogh, the painter of solitude, was rejected in his own lifetime because he saw the world in colors others didn't dare to see, only to become an icon after his death. It's a tragic irony. The herd kills the nonconformist while they're alive, then sanctifies them when they're dead, just to feel better and decorate their own history books. You might think that our modern era has liberated us from this, but the reality is far more complex. Social media has created a global herd that spans continents. Today, you don't need the church to burn you at the stake. A single hashtag or a cancellation campaign is enough to eliminate you morally. The tyranny of public opinion that John Stuart Mill warned us about is now hiding behind every screen. The modern herd doesn't hate the dissenter because they disagree with the truth, but because they remind them of the one responsibility they ran away from, the responsibility of being free. Our very concept of reason has shifted. It's no longer about critical thinking, it's about instrumental efficiency. It's a mind that doesn't ask about meaning, but only about how to be more productive and achieve more control. In a world where your value is measured by your output, any voice that dares to ask about the ultimate purpose becomes an existential threat. This is why the modern dissenter is treated like a dissonant note in a symphony. They're labeled as reactionary or idealistic simply because they dared to step out of the collective rhythm. In the end, Schopenhauer leaves you with two choices. Either dissolve into the herd to find a false sense of security, or stand alone to find the truth. As Albert Camus once said, freedom is nothing but a chance to be better, but it is also the danger of solitude. Free thinking isn't some free honor you receive, it's a path of exile and isolation. Whoever chooses it must accept their loneliness as their destiny. The truth may be an open wound, but at least it's your wound, not the herd's. Thank you for watching. Tell us in the comments, do you prefer the safety of the group or the danger of the truth? Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with another free spirit. See you in the next video. Stay free.